I'm depressed, so this is for myself to um, ask for Jesus' blood to help me, to stop me from being depressed. You can easily not do any. I didn't do anything my whole life from being majorly depressed or suicidal when I was 17. And not knowing exactly why is just pathetic. That a family secret, like, an uncle, the wife found the uncle having sex with the daughters in the basement. And, like, that story was hidden. But that's not the only hidden story. And so, that's a lot of people's problem. And they're people pleasers, but when it comes to their own family member that they choose to torture, then they did that. They're in denial, and the whole world is fake. And opposite, backwards. Everything's backwards. The way it should be. If a person works hard, they should have something for it. They should get something for it. And they don't. But this world is evil and made passive millionaires. Passive income millionaires. And yeah, that's evil because they still don't help out the middleman who is working to death. Oh, well, they chose that. No, they didn't. And they were incapable of getting information to ever be a passive millionaire. That's just, for the world is too fucked up. And it shouldn't have all the victims that it has. And half the world couldn't even begin to think of being a passive millionaire. And I'm talking about right when COVID hit. So, a whole bunch of passive, and before that, but still. And half the world would not ever even get the internet, or, third world countries would never, and people who are surrounded by their insane abusers who will not allow any resources to have access to that. Like the Lancaster Bishop wouldn't give you access to the internet to be able to make a passive income. Like if you wouldn't have a phone, you'd have to get the government phone and do it that way. Everything needs, this world's just messed up. And it's just wrong to say that, I ever had any help. In all reality, like, if you really look at what really, really took place and what really happened, no. But I had to pray, and that's what I didn't do, so I should sit up and pray. it's just rotten to be worked against and then targeted, and it's not right. And this world's useless because monsters that attack one that attacked me 3 weeks ago approximately. I mean, stealing everything I had. I mean, that's how he attacked me. Like, over 3 weeks ago. Like, why isn't he locked up so he doesn't destroy, almost kill somebody, almost killed myself because of that, because of him? Why isn't he locked away? So he doesn't cause another person to want to kill themselves. And he does other unspeakable things. So that makes no sense to me. Why isn't he already locked up? When he had all these other people to do the most heinous crimes. They do, like how they do them, how O.J. Simpson found his killer. I believe the story. I'm not sure if it's true, but this asshole son killed his mom, maybe accidentally, when they had a big, huge fight, and he liked the adrenaline rush, so he had all these girlfriends, and he liked killing them because he got the adrenaline rush, like 50 of them. And this is like a documented story, and then he met AJ in a Las Vegas bar, and he's like, hey, I kill like all these women, I love it. Like, so, and I forget his name, but and it could have been a true story. That could have been the killer he hired, and something majorly went wrong. There shouldn't have been a person there. There shouldn't have been. OJ shouldn't have even have hired him, and that's the major problem. And OJ should have just said to his wife, "You know what? It ain't worth working out, and I even was thinking of trying to kill you, but instead of that, we're both rich. We both keep our shit, and that's that." That's what's so fucked up. There's no way that it should have been that hard for me, period, to have my own place. And then, I don't know why. I mean, this was my own place, and all I can say is, when you're charmed, it's disgusting. You're tricked. I was put under a spell. That's really fucked up. I can't explain it because we didn't go out at all, and I was just expecting what he said that he would do, and so he just totally lied to me. But then he stole whatever I had deliberately. So like maybe knocking me to the ground, or like whatever he would have done. And just an awful person. And he's still alive and walking around. That's disgusting. And he shouldn't be. He should have been. And like whatever. And then we left in terrorist immigrants. Wow. America's great. Yeah. Unbelievable. and all the sex trafficking. I mean, that's insane. It really is. I mean, whether the first tweet was Justin Bieber and Oprah wanting to stop sex trafficking, it doesn't matter. Justin Bieber was sex trafficked in his evil music industry, and Oprah had everything to do with it. She has everything to do with sex trafficking, and it's disgusting that you wouldn't have known that. And oh my god! And then America is like the worst one. Whatever we did going over the border, but then Haiti was always that way. Haiti was always sex slaves, like 99% of them. Something like that. Whatever shit. Um, the voodoo witch doctors, they're bad, they're wrong. If I were a billionaire, I'd hire Richard Lorenzo Jr. to explain why. Because he knows about it, so. You have all these people on YouTube who know things, and he became a Jesus person, but the Jesus people are taught wrong, like whatever the Vatican, I really do think, they're, first off, no one chooses Jesus. It's in there in Ephesians. So you don't choose Jesus. You can't judge this awful world. I mean, from over half the people. They can't be judged at all. They should never have been born. The third world countries and the turbid and just horrific shit. None of the bad shit that happened to me should ever happen to me, and so on and so forth, and this and that. And then some people are just sheltered, entirely and don't do anything. Which is fine. I mean, the whole world is rotten. And it doesn't matter. Because of the worst things that happen to some people. And so this world shouldn't exist. Period.